Hey guys, welcome to Five Aside with Soccer Takes.
It's
With
AK. It's a good one because I was waiting for this episode so bad. It's a special one. I have someone that I met I think a week ago, and it's been genuine and pure. It's a proper astute Manchester United fan. Is it Mancunian? That's what they call them.
Mancunian,
Yeah,
yes.
so it's gonna be a great episode, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I promise not to banter you guys today. I'll be on my best behavior. So yeah, let's go, man. Five aside. Keep us rolling.
All right, welcome to B. Hopefully we see more of you in the future.
Thank you guys for
So
having
I
me.
you already kind of venting already, so
Yeah.
you can keep doing that. Like you have something to say, a lot to say already, so you can. I didn't mean to cut you off earlier.
I think before it goes, I think we should let the viewers know what this episode is. This show is about right now.
This
It's a
Man U
United
special,
Man special.
Man U
you
special
know,
with Kobe.
yeah. I think before I let him go, also I want to just like give us like a general view of like your season right now. The what you expected, being the fact that Amorim now has a preseason with the boys. We're in week 15 or 17 right now. So just an overview, and then we'll ask you the questions moving forward.
First of all, I want to thank you guys for having me on the pod. I've been looking for opportunities like this just to talk about sports because I really love football. So it's like, appreciate you guys having me on here.
Pleasure.
About our season, honestly, I'm not necessarily surprised about the inconsistency per se because I still think that the key positions we need to fix still weren't fixed. So it's like, all right, this was going to be a very like up and down. You're making progress. It's one step forward, two steps back. It's gonna feel like that. But I think it's because of like how open the league has been this season. It's kind of made it frustrating. Like we're not taking advantage of people actually slipping up, and and we're shooting ourselves in the foot a lot. So that's just what compounds and makes it more. Just man, I don't have the words for it honestly. But you
Okay,
guys get me. That's what.
he
That's what
said
makes
something
it.
there. I don't mean to be pedantic, but one step forward, two steps backwards. Is that really progress? Because you're going back in general if you do that.
Yeah, I think I'm not necessarily basing our progress on our results per se. I think in terms of results, yes, one step forward. We won three in a row, and then we drew two, lost one, drew again. So yeah, in terms of the results, that's what it's felt like. But for me, how I judge the progress of this team is first of all the stability between our front office and our management, and then communication of ideas between our manager and players. I think for the most part, they are really starting to get a lot better than they were last season. So those are the ways I'm judging it off of, like the play style. So that's how I judge it. But the results, like I expected that to be up and down. It's just that this season is really open, and it feels like we're not taking advantage.
So my question to you is: so still on the season overview in general, right? Like when you ask um um a Arsenal fan, they could tell you that, listen, Arsenal, not just me being an Arsenal fan. I'm a Chelsea fan, by the way. But they'll be like, we're going for the league this season. If you ask a Liverpool fan, they will say Liverpool. That means the board, the players, the fans. We are going to challenge, I mean not challenge, but defend the league.
Yeah.
My question to you is, as a United fan, do you think you as a fan, Amorim as a coach, and the board, which is Jim Ratcliffe and is this the Glazers? I don't know. Do you think you guys are in sync of what you guys want to achieve this season?
I think we're in sync of what we're going to achieve over the next 3 years. Like Radcliffe said, this is a long-term project. So I think that they also came in knowing that this was going to be, at least at the very least, a challenging start to the season. So I do think that everybody is on board, at least from Ratcliffe, Ineos, and them to Amorim. I think one thing that I like consistently is that when we lose games or we draw games and the heat is really on and on Twitter, it's like feels like he's getting sacked the next morning. These guys have been very stable in what they want. In terms of the signings we've made, it feels like there's proper communication between front office and board. Unlike previous seasons where it's like Eduardo wants his own thing, the manager wants his own thing. So in terms of what we achieved this season, I may not know positionally wise, but just the ideology between the sync between the management and Ineos, I think they're achieving that synergy of just being on the same page.
I think he's being supported a lot, even in terms of the players that are being, that they've bought. You get like they are getting the players he at least his request for, at least trying to, even if they don't always achieve it. I don't think he can complain of not being supported for sure. So do you think with this his current system now, does he have the players that he needs to at least expect him to at least go for Europa League objectively? Like,
Yes, I want to say yes because of the two signings we've made, Mbuemo and Cunha. I think they
Mhm.
added something different that will at least push us there, and I think we'll get it this season. So I want to say yes in that sense.
Yeah. By the way, we have another Man United fan here, Namdi. I believe you guys met each other.
Shout out. No,
Yes,
we
yeah.
don't.
Yeah. You guys were literally sat right next to each other at the, at the watch
Wait, was
party.
he the one saying the Amorim out?
Namdi, with the
He was
camera.
like, no matter
No,
what.
no. Look, I actually think both of you are more on the same this thing. It's just kind of annoying. I wish you had an American out here.
I gotta see his face.
Okay, well, yeah. So Namdi's here as well. So Namdi, feel free to chime in when you want to answer a question. But yeah, so you believe it's actually fair to expect Amorim to at least make the Conference League this
Yeah,
season?
yeah. I personally am very ambitious. Me, I think we're making that Champions League places.
Oh,
I think
Champions League
I
places.
think as the season goes,
No, let's not even go far. I want it to be like, okay, so if he doesn't make the Conference League, does he deserve to get sacked?
no.
So what could he possibly do? Like what would Amorim do? What would United finish where he's gonna lose to Bale as a fan
Over this season, over the stretch of his
this
stay,
season? This season,
this
like
season,
what can?
he'd have to
Yeah,
get us relegated.
are you
He'd
serious?
have to get us relegated. I
That's
saw us
crazy,
finish
bro.
15th last year. He'd have to get us relegated for me to be like, okay, maybe maybe this guy is not.
Wow, wow, that's interesting
I think
because
Nah, if he doesn't come top 8 for me, then nah, I don't think he has it. Cause like the thing I think that with Amorim, I think the biggest problem we've had with Man U is I don't think is we've had tactical issues. It's been player management issues, like getting the best out of our players consistently. That's been our biggest problem, and I feel like every manager has failed at that. Um, when I listen to other managers talk about his system and everything, like or like not really his system, but like just the formation that he uses, they say like it's really tough to play against when executed properly, you know. So like I know for the fact that he's gone through it, I know he has a full idea, and that's why he's so rigid. He knows it will work but the thing is he the guy that can get it out of the players consistently? That is what it is for me. A big problem that he has, and I feel like they should have gotten it, is that he didn't get a midfielder that fits what he wants. Casemiro is doing amazing. I can't be like doing more than expected. But he needs like a real box to box, can cover ground, defensive and attacking minded midfielder, all action midfielder. And he doesn't have that. Bruno is a makeshift midfielder that he will forget himself and be going to the side that Casemiro is supposed to be covering and then leave one half closed. Or he will go forward and forget that he's supposed to be covering back. Like that, and I don't blame him. This is not his regular position. He's in his 30s. It's almost impossible for him to really like change, especially when he's still the main creator at United. It's not like anybody has taken the creator role from him. So like I fully get that. But I don't want to hear story. You should have prioritized that position first. For real. If you know that's the key to your formation, that should have been your priority. That should have been, I don't want anybody. Forget Cunha, forget Mbuemo, forget Sesko. I need this midfield position sorted out. And they focus on attack. That's why they got Mbuemo, Sesko, and Cunha. Cunha has been kind of wishy-washy, but I feel like he will come good because you can still tell he's a baller. Mbuemo, I think has been our best signing attacking wise, our best signing overall. And I think that's had the biggest impact. And it's not even just due to his skill level, but more due to the gap of what was there is our keeper. Like, yes, we're still conceding goals and all that, but there's still a little more peace of mind. With like before our keeper started playing, we literally had at least, let me count from the top of my head, at least 3 goalkeeping errors that directly led to goals. So
And
like Amorim,
this is coming from a United. I've had Van der Sar, yeah,
do you
great
get what I'm
goalkeepers.
saying?
Yeah,
My God,
Michael.
bro,
You know,
don't even do this to
these are
me.
legendary names, and now we're going to Nana. What's my name? You know, and
Like, this guy, like, do you know what to miss from watching Van der Sar? When we even got left from Van der Sar to De Gea, it was still shaky, but I mean, it was still a good United team. So some things were covered up. But when De Gea became De Gea, it was like, this is crazy. Then we now went to Onana. All punished Ten Hag. But that's a story for another day. Let's just stay focused. Like, I expect at least 8. Like, I don't hear any story. We have one game a week. We have the advantage where people get like that Crystal Palace game. The only reason we won it is because they were tired. Let's be real. They were tired in second half, and then we capitalized on it because they had a midweek game. They don't have the depth for that. You should at least come 8, and 8 is me just being. This is I have to draw the line.
but I think if you ask me, right, no matter how much you want to banter Manchester United, the fact is they are still one of the biggest clubs in the world. You understand? Then that is a fact. Let's put banter aside. And I feel if you guys have like you just mentioned Unamdi, a week to prepare for games, a week for Amorim to pass the system to the players. Me personally, I just feel like as a football loving person, I just feel like it is way below the belt for for United. Based on the fact that you have more time to prepare and to train. Other teams, most teams you're gonna be playing with, they're playing like pretty much 3 games during the week. You understand? And it has its pros and its cons, but like when Antonio Conte won the league with Chelsea, we can easily say the playing 1 game a week was pretty much what was pretty much significant, or what added to us within that league. You understand? So my question to you guys is very simple. Yeah, do you think it's a system issue, or if not, do you think it doesn't have the players yet to play that system, or the players are not just in sync with that system? Example, Bruno Fernandes, a creator. We all know what Bruno will give to you in any time, any day for United and Portugal. But my question: do you think the players are not in sync with the system, or it's not just the system that they want to play right now? And that's for you, Toby, and pretty much you guys, man. Nambi.
If I can take over from Namdi here, me personally, because I agree with much of what Namdi said, and I think we should finish fourth. I think we should be in the Champions League this season because of that 1 game a week thing. But I do think the issue is he doesn't have the personnel, like the players, to actually implement his system, which is fine because you don't change your team overnight. It's gradual processes of getting guys in, getting guys out. Not even everybody that we buy today, will work right now, or will work 2 years from now, where I think will be really good. So I do think it's a player thing, and it's very normal because me personally, I think we're going through a rebuild. I don't think this team is supposed to do anything spectacular now. It's supposed to do something spectacular 2 years from now. And I've decided to just give myself the chance to be patient with it. I've seen enough managers come and go. I've seen enough different formations, enough different systems to know that at some point I just have to pick something and stick with it, have an actual project. When you look at Arsenal, when you look at Liverpool over the last 8 years, it's the same things. So, me personally, I think it's the players, and with time, it will get sorted out.
Me, I just feel like okay, yeah, sorry.
Sorry, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I understand it's the players. Like, I don't. That's why I'm giving it 8. I understand we should be, technically in a better position. Like, I fully understand that. But with what we have enough to come 8. Like, I don't want to hear any excuses.
No,
Like
we'll
I
come.
genuinely
No,
do not.
we'll surely come. We'll surely come top eight. We'll be top eight. Don't worry.
Like,
That one's not an issue.
I mean, that's what I mean. I was saying, like, so that's where the line draws for me. Like, if he can't make top eight, then I don't think this is the person we need to continue building the project with. Like, we still have good players. We're buying. We're recruiting well. So, like, recruit to another manager. Like, that's it. Like, eight, I don't think is too high of an ask. And I feel
Yeah.
like if he can't achieve it, then this is not who I want leading the project. I want another project manager. Like, that's just what it is for me. I do not like. I can't hear any story. Like eighth is like okay. I'm being very realistic that we came for 15th, but we also spent 200 million getting two of the top five highest goals, top the top 5 to 10 highest goal scorers in no sorry, top the top 10 highest goal scorers in the league last season to join the squad. Sesko is a project striker. That one is more long term. I don't really see him doing anything for like the next at least 2 to 3 years. I don't, me personally, I would have gone for him, but story for another day. Keeper looks pretty solid and will keep improving with time. Will keep being Mbuemo. He looks solid. Yeah, I think will become more solid as the time goes on, especially with more responsibility being on his neck when Mbuemo goes for AFCON. I think
So now
players
I
like
want to ask you
Dogu,
something.
yeah.
I want to ask you something. Do you think over time, after this season and next, do you think Bruno survives in this team? Whatever this team that Amorim is building, because that's one of my
Yeah, for sure.
real things.
Bruno should not be playing midfield. Bruno should be in that AM. See, the only thing is because we spent money on Cunha and Mbuemo. Bruno should be dragging shit with them. That's his real position.
I don't know if I agree with that though.
Don't you think the project might be starting to move past Bruno at this point?
Yes.
Because they've literally bought two of his replacements in a sense, and he's not really a controller like that, which is what he's been asked to do for United at this point. So it might be a similar situation to Salah. Maybe it's time to move on and passion on Saudi.
I know,
And you know
I
what?
get what you say
They were
there,
actually there were
but Salah is not
transfers
producing.
before
Bruno is
this
still producing from
for
playing
Bruno
in a position that
start.
is not his position.
I get that idea of production, but at the same time, it's like Aubameyang was still producing for Arsenal before he left, but it wasn't enough to get Arsenal where they really wanted to go.
Yeah,
I don't
and the
like
only reason they let
how over
Aubameyang
reliant
go
United
was
is
not
on Bruno
because of,
Fernandes.
but they didn't let
It
Aubameyang
was
go
personal, it was
because he
character.
wasn't.
No,
The reason they let Aubameyang go is because he was clashing with the head coach.
Yeah, it was a
no, yeah,
yeah.
of course, yeah, I do know, I do remember that it was a character issue, but I still don't believe he would have survived in the team
Something that's
they
what it was
had they
purported
not been there.
as. That's what was purported as. But personally, I feel like at the time, Aubameyang was not really a Ateta type of
He was not.
striker. I don't think he was at the time. I think that might have been an excuse, if I'm being honest.
I think for the moment they had to survive, they had to win games. It's
Yeah.
similar to what is happening with Bruno. Bruno is helping us survive,
Is
but it's like
okay.
a
So
thing
let me
with
ask you a question:
basketball. It's
is
very
Bruno
binary.
not an Amorim AM?
No, he's not.
Really,
Why?
why?
What does he do differently, or what? Like if he was fully just playing AM, why would you not leave him there?
One thing I know Bruno is not an Amorim AM because if he was, Cunha would not be on this team. Umben will not be on this team. One of the reasons why, and I don't think he's an AM for me either, he cannot play under control. He can't play under the control. The first thing that comes to his head is the first thing he does. It's just I don't know. You saw the two chances he missed against West Ham last week. It is basically Bruno Fernandes in a nutshell. He just wants to score a golazo every time he gets the ball. Every pass he wants to do wants to be the best pass you've ever seen in your life.
So you feel like the basic things an AM should do is overriding it because of the techie that is blessed with.
Yes, he's too over control. I don't think we need that. I don't think we
But
need that. I
can't you
think
say something similar for Cunha?
yeah, but one thing I like about Cunha is that he's a ball carrier
Mm.
and he's very good at really putting himself in front of the ball, making it very hard to get the ball off of him. So even if okay, he loses the ball, he's carrying it up the field. Bruno just flog the pass, and you're playing basketball basically. It's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
But that's
I don't
because
need that
Bruno
anymore.
has to keep coming back to get the ball. In a situation where Bruno is up front, that pass is going to be very close.
Yeah,
No,
but
it's
it's
true.
like again, if Amorim knew that, he wouldn't have still bought Cunha.
I
So
think
it's like
I don't
I'm
think so.
sure
I
he's
think
seen Bruno
Cunha,
enough times, and yet he still made that decision.
yeah, and
You
I
know
feel
what I'm
like
saying?
he
Well,
made that
You,
decision
you guys make very
because
valid points. Honestly, it's just that's so funny. When Toby says something, I'm like, okay, Toby is winning. Then now he says something back.
that's why we needed to bring both of them in because we want the fans and the viewers to know
At
that
this point,
like it. That's how we like football. Yeah, different takes, different
I don't know
opinions,
who's winning
but
now.
they're all going towards the same goal. I just checked the table right now, guys, and I saw that 6, 7, 8 is occupied by currently Everton, Brighton, Sunderland. I mean, the way Everton is playing right now, they just played you guys recently. I mean, the way Brighton, okay, you guys beat Brighton, but okay, you guys beat Sunderland, but holistically, do you guys think you have the manpower to challenge? Let's just use the word top eight for now, based on you guys against an Everton, Brighton, Sunderland.
Is that a question, guy? How are you? Is
I expect
Man
someone
U
to
the
even
biggest
fall off.
club?
Self. Someone will, to me, someone are not entering, are not finishing top 10. They will continue to fall.
Based on based on the inconsistency we're seeing from you guys, and we know the way Sunderland is playing, they have a clear style of playing football. They're pretty much picking up more points at home. And we're seeing what Everton is saying. They asked David Moyes. David Moyes said the goal for the club is Europe. He said Europe. You understand? So that means, yeah. Even though he said we're not there yet, but the goal is Europe. You can just tell from that body language. Him and the squad, they've pretty much highlighted what they want to achieve this season. And a team that has a focus like that, the way they play is what we're seeing right now, going towards that focus. We see Sunderland team, we're seeing the way they play, like I said, a clear pattern, very, very physical team. Xhaka and Sadibi doing what they are doing. And then with Brighton, which is a team I love so much, we know what to expect from Brighton. You know that this Brighton team, if you let them play their football, they will pick up points. That's why I'm just throwing it out there based on the way Unamdi projected. The what he expects from his United this season. If that top eight is visible with these three teams, but let's see.
Yeah, I get your point. I do get your point. I'm worried more about Brighton because they are a really good team, and they've been through this process a little longer than Sunderland and Everton. But I also trust
Hmm.
Moyes because Moyes is a European manager. He has enough cachet that he's taking teams to Europe consistently.
Hmm.
So that's fine. But I do think that at the end of the day, because I'm expecting United as the season goes, this system will become a lot easier for these guys to play. We
Okay.
will hit that form. And at the end of the day, our talent will just win out against these guys now that we have an actual system that everybody is flowing with. So yeah,
So
I'm
you
pretty
see
confident.
guys making top eight. Nam, did you see guys making top eight for sure?
Yeah. But I can put
I
anything on it.
expect us to make top
Nam,
eight.
what about you?
I said that top eight is my expectation. Like that's what I'm saying. Like if we can't make top eight, there's nothing you want
Nam,
to
yeah.
tell me. Can you hear me?
I think he's I don't know, but
Yeah.
moving forward though, I don't know. Okay, I think he's out.
I think about top eight. I actually had United making top eight my predictions, but the only reason why that I question that it will be might be African Cup of Nations, especially when you guys lose a lot of players. How do you think Amorim is actually going to like deal with that?
I think he will suffer. I think he will suffer greatly. Like that is too.
It doesn't get more Nigerian than that.
You are talking about that entire left wing being cleared. Oh, sorry, right wing being cleared.
Hmm.
There's nobody
And
there.
that's the strength of your team, actually.
He will suffer. But I do think that United need to also spend in general. I think they will. So whether that might be loans, even I don't want to be a loan, I think that they will spend in general to supplement that. But I do think we will suffer. But again, though, it depends how long do these guys go. I don't think they will all make it through the group stage and go very far in the competition. I don't expect Cameroon to go very far.
Actually, I think they might. Mbuemo is Cameroon.
Yeah.
Amad is
Ivory
Cote
Coast,
d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire into the final last, or they won the AFCON. I mean, last
painfully
time
so.
Nation Cup.
Painfully so.
That goes to the World Cup too. They're a strong team. Cameroon also, they're not a damn. You can't write them off in the AFCON. So I think they will go far.
And Morocco will
Cameroon.
go far too. Morocco, I'm sure of. I know Morocco will go really
Where's
far.
Morocco? Oh, Mazarao.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Mazraoui, yeah. You go there very far.
Cameroon has looked very shoddy of late, yeah, to be
Who?
honest. Cameroon has
They
not
look
been
shoddy.
as bad as Nigeria recently. So maybe, but you can never write out Cameroon from AFCON, same as Nigeria, to be honest. So
That's fair. That's fair.
yeah.
Do you feel like the board? that's why I brought the board mentality, the coach, the players, and the fans. Do you feel like the board be like, you know what? We spent money last summer transfer. Let's hold up and let's see what's going to happen. They'll just rely on the squad depth. If you guys have the squad depth, we've seen Zexi coming in now to play more games. Do you think that might be another solution for you guys? When Amad and Mbuemo, who deputizes on that place if they're not there?
It depends, though. I think it depends on what the results look like from now till AFCON happens. Now, if we are still showing that same inconsistent shakiness, it might force the board to spend.
What about
But
youth?
if we do pretty well, we're losing them for only a month. That's even though it's January, the games are coming thick and fast. It's like, all right, can we build enough wins now where it's like we can just hold it, maybe pick up a win here, draw here, minimize the losses, then we can go through. But if our inconsistency is still showing, then I think they'll spend.
Do you guys have any youth players? Any exciting youth players that can actually come into the
No,
team?
no, I actually don't like our youth team, and I don't. That's another thing I have about my
Come, but they have this guy to be this striker. What's his name?
Obi. Yeah,
Yeah, our Arsenal boy.
yeah, I would like to see him, Sha, because I don't like Zexi. I think Zexi is he's such.
Bego, don't talk about my boy Zerxy,
No,
please.
listen, his body language is so bad. As a striker that we're giving you the ball, hold this ball up and let's connect play. He is so bad at that. He can do
I
nice
think
little flicks here and there, but just hold the ball, put your
I
body
I, under,
about.
I understand. I understand what Toby is talking about.
He looks
I
so
don't think
uninterested. His
Sex
body
is a
language is so
bad player,
uninterested.
but as a striker, yeah, I understand what he's talking about.
I think he's a
No, I
supporting
get,
striker.
I like. See, we don't even have a striker in Man U because Sesko, I don't rate him. So like, I would rather have Zexi. Bro, Zexi's Lincoln play. Zexi is literally such a baller. Like,
He's a
let her,
baller. I like
once it,
he's a
let
baller.
him just touch ball small,
He's
control
a baller.
everything. His passing play, like he's such a baller. He needs more time to play. I think the reason why he wasn't getting as much time is because of, Sesko. You spend 60 million on a player, or more, he got play ball. Like, there's nothing
That's
more to
true.
say. Like, that's really it. But if we're talking legit, like, who do I think can make such an impact on the team? I think it's definitely Zexi, Bemon, and Sesko. Like, I don't think he should be out scoring outlet. I think Kunia and
Mbuemo.
Mbuemo were literally bought for goals. Like, if not, if you are looking for a striker that scores goals, why would you go and buy fucking Sesko? Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, clearly,
Sesko is young.
And
He can
I
still
yeah,
like I like
that's what I'm
Sesko.
saying. And I'm not shitting on Sesko, but I'm saying, like, you don't expect him to give you mad goals because he's never done it in his life. So clearly, that was not your reason for buying him. So that means you're not really too dependent on goals coming from the striking position. You are really expecting it to come more from the AMs. And who
Yeah, but
better to get those goals than a 9.5 striker? Someone that can collect the ball, hold up the ball, do some nice interchanges and passes with the AMs, get that chemistry going.
yeah,
When I think of Sexy, yeah, it reminds me of Bebatov. But the thing
yeah.
is, he's not matured enough yet,
Yeah.
to pick the time to move and pick his position. You
Fair.
understand? Like, I think that will come with experience. That will come with, like Nnamdi pointed out, that will come with game time. That will come with experience. Where Zexi won me was last season. Yes, was it last season? Nottingham Forest United versus Nottingham Forest. You guys lost that game, I think 4-2, right? And I saw this guy, and I'm like, there's a baller in here. The boy on the ball, this boy knows what he wants to do. You know what to expect. He drops in, collect the ball, and like we all see, link up play here and there. But the question is, like Bebatov knew. He knew when to come. He knew when to move. Like, he had a good synergy between Rooney and all those other players over there. So I think with Zegzi, if you want a number nine to stay and score the goals, Zegzi will not give you that. If you want a number nine to come deep and like he supports with the AMs, then that's Zegzi. It's just based on what you guys want right now. Me personally, with the way he plays, I won't play him as my nine. You understand? Because like I think I told you that Chooks some games back about Zex. He's a baller, yes, but as a nine to give guys a 15 goal season, no, you will not get that.
Yeah, I agree, and I feel like Berbatov as well. There was a point earlier in his career, even in Fulham, where he was receiving a lot of criticism as well. So he also kind of grew. I don't think anybody remembers that now, but Berbatov wasn't always like this exalted as he is these
Now,
days.
even when he first joined Mayu, for the first 2 seasons in Mayu, that nigga was ass. Like I remember, Berbatov is literally the player that made me think, okay, give players time actually. Because really, when he first came to Mayu, I was like, why did we spend money on this guy? But like
Yeah,
his third season, he started popping off. I was like, okay, I can see why. Like Zexi, I think, needs more game time. He hasn't been getting much. And then to be honest, what's his name? Amorim, when it comes to making substitutions and rotations, like Amorim only makes substitutions if you have a yellow card. And that's because he doesn't want to be a man down. Like, if not, you are not coming in till like the 80th minute.
Toby doesn't agree.
No,
He's a Mourinho boy
Let's check. No. Tell me, Amorim doesn't like making substitutions.
Anyway, I don't know. I mean, except someone is very fast with their fingers to confirm that, but that'll be tough. But Sesko to Namdi, I feel like you're giving this guy a lot of grace, Exi. But Sesko as well, apparently he's supposed to be. He has all the facilities and makings of a great striker in future. And in some
Yes,
ways,
now
I
I
actually
don't
kind of
say his
agree.
future. I don't expect anything from him now. But
Yeah.
as
So
for
Sesko
him
is
now,
mine.
eh?
I think Sesko is literally mine. It's a project.
Yeah.
Give him
No, I
time.
know, I get that. Like, so I'm not against like Sesko playing. I wish there was more like it's a changing of the players. You play Sesko, you play Zexi. Like, I wish there was more. Okay, you're spreading out the minutes more, you know. But unfortunately, we only have one game a week. And honestly, I think Amorim he doesn't really have like either he doesn't really have plan B or he hasn't figured out how to really implement plan B during games. Like, cause
Do you
I
guys
know
think? Do you guys think the players trust Amorim? Think they trust him? They want to play for him?
to an
For me,
extent,
I don't think I care much what the players think because by the time we get really, really good, a lot of them will be on this team.
Hmm.
I really think that. It reminds me of there was a time when Mourinho beat Arsenal 2-0 in 2020, and he said that this team, he said that Arteta is a good manager, that with time this team will show. Guess how many players from that game are on Arsenal's team today?
Hmm.
Yeah, probably just Saka.
It's just Saka. Saka is the
Yeah.
only one from that game that is still on the team today. So I'm not worried. Like over time, when you see that Amorim is successful, this team won't be there. I don't think Bruno will be there. I personally I have a lot of hot takes about that. I don't think Ahmad will be there because Ahmad is not a right wing back. They will have to contend with that at some point. He's not that. So with time, they will make tough decisions to
Okay.
really fit this
You
personnel issue. So I'm not worried
I
about
actually
what the
have
players think right now because they won't
I
be
have
there.
a take. I think part of I think he's kind of sacrificing playing these current players at their peak in favor of the system, which kind of makes sense. I get it because they've tried that before. But because I can see so many players being played out of position. Like if you guys play Football Manager, I've kind of done that before, where you kind of put players just for
Yeah.
your philosophy. Yeah, when it's green, that means they fit the wing. I think he has a lot of like orange players on his tactic board. Like with Ahmad is not really a right winger, but he plays as right wing back. Same as I don't think Dalo is a real wing back, but he's playing as a wing back. He's actually just
I just want him off the team in general. Just get that guy
yeah,
off my team in general. Just get that one
yeah.
off my team.
Even Bruno
Dalo
is
Abi,
not.
I fully
Yeah,
agree
Just
with
get
you.
that one off my team, please.
Every time I see
Just do it for
Dalo, I'm
me,
just
God.
like,
Do it for me,
God.
Jesus.
The day that Dalo leaves, I'm like, okay, man, we've started making progress.
Oh wow.
No,
What
for
about
Oh
Kobbie
real.
wow.
Mainoo?
Huh?
What about Mainoo? What
My
about Mainoo?
Minus. Oh, I'll let Namdi go.
man, I don't know why Mino gets such shit. And I say he gets such shit minutes because one, the biggest issue with Mino is that he's literally fighting for his position with the best player Manu has had in ages. Like that is the biggest problem. Like He literally said he's competing with Bruno fucking Fernandes, 100 million player at 30 years old, at 30 plus years old. Like, he's been our best player for how many years? Like, it's going to be so hard for him to take that shirt from Bruno. If he does, then Mainoo is going to be indescribable. Like, there's nothing I can say about that. But like, because we have so many few games, Mainoo's not going to get any minutes. And because, like I said, he rarely substitutes players except they're on yellow. And even that yellow thing, I don't think even applies to Bruno. Because Bruno is the only madman that anything is happening, he'll be having a shit game, but he's going to give you that assist though. Like, that assist
True
is
that.
coming. Like, that Liverpool game, look at that. Look at that pass to Maguire. Bro, like who does that? Like, is that just like it's almost impossible because Bruno is saving this man's life. It's like, this is my savior. No matter he's playing rubbish the whole game, but this is the person saving me every game. Like, how do you substitute that?
I want to ask you something, guy.
Oh yeah, what?
Do you think we've reached our ceiling with Bruno as our best player?
Our ceiling?
Like, in terms of like how high we've gone, do you think that I feel like we've reached our ceiling with Bruno as our best player? Do you feel like that?
Don't feel that way. I feel like, me personally, if I had the players, let us say Namdi, don't give me like 250M right now. Bring my boy Adam Watson inside the team. Bring
Crystal Palace, yeah. That boy.
yeah. Bring Elliot
That boy's a
Anderson
ball.
inside them.
He has the eye for a pass.
Put those two there.
Proper English
I
midfielder
will
right there.
I will put Bruno. Bruno should be fighting with Cunha. Like, I want you to fight to play for Man U. There's no reason why Bruno, Cunha, and Mbuemo cannot be fighting for a position. Then imagine
Yeah.
you will now want
Yeah.
to bring off your
Assistance.
bench. You are not bringing off your bench either Bruno. You are bringing off your bench Cunha. Oh my God. See, like, Bruno still has a place because he's quality. Like, he's legitimately world class. Like, the only reason why we feel like we need to let go of him is because he's a madman. But you can always have a place for a madman on your team. No, for real, you can always have a place for a madman on your team. The only thing is that because we're relying on him because he's mad, then that's when too many things are shining. But if you literally leave him there as an AM, he doesn't have to track. He can track back, but he doesn't have to. His job is just to create. The ball fluidly gets to him from our midfield pivot. The way Bruno will shine.
Let me bring. I'm sorry, guys. Let me bring this perspective for you. It's one of the problems I have with Bruno also as captain of. I don't like Bruno as the captain of Man United. I think that it's not just
I
about
agree
his
there.
play,
I agree with you with that.
but
Yeah.
I
It
think
doesn't
that
embody
like
what a United captain should be.
he's just it's the stuff that is not necessarily about chance creation or like I don't think his vibe really is the kind of vibe I need right now. I think one thing I don't like is his body language. Whenever something doesn't go right, or whenever somebody doesn't do anything right, he's just throwing his arms in the air. Like those things permeate through a game, they permeate through a season.
I
I
think I
don't
agree. He has a defeatist kind of
Yeah,
mindset.
he
Like the
has
way
that kind of
he's
mindset.
always
And I just like, yeah, the chance creators are good and all that type of stuff. But ask yourself over the last 5 years, where has that really taken us? It's like
But you can't put that on him.
if
Like,
you know a player keeps reaching a certain point and he can't get past that point, they break the team from the top and just start again. And now with this new manager, I feel like that's what we need to do. We need to be brave enough to say, yeah, this team is becoming way too over reliant that they almost can't. Like, have you seen manager when Bruno doesn't play? They almost can't do anything for themselves. And I don't like that. People
me
need to
too, I
be
don't like
brave.
it.
People need
But
to
Amorim literally had 100 million offer on the table for Bruno and decided to keep him in
That's
a
what makes
position
it.
that was not his position.
That's what makes it so interesting because it's like I've noticed that all of our past managers, Bruno just still plays no matter what.
Because
he's the
Bruno,
best player
bro,
on the
you don't
team.
understand.
There's the best player on
No,
the team, and
a
then
lot of
there's
these
like there
managers,
were
their
definitely times
jobs
where
were
Bruno should have been
saved by
dropped
Bruno.
or should have been rested, and he still wasn't rested. He wasn't dropped. He kept playing these games, and I feel like there's something else other than just he's the best player on our team. I feel like there's something contractual about Bruno in this team that he has to keep playing because during that Ten Hag period where he was going to get sacked, this guy was running Bruno into the ground, and Bruno was sabotaging us in games, and Bruno would keep playing the entire game. Like even with Amorim, I'm like sometimes I do want to see Mainoo coming for Bruno at some
I
point, and
agree.
it still never happens. So it's like I don't understand why they just can't take that guy off.
The reason they can't take him off is because there are two reasons. The first one is Man U has not been in a position where we are really in control and winning games. That's the first one. That's when you bring on Mainoo. If I like 3 or 4-0 up, you bring on Mainoo. Okay. The second thing is, like I said, Bruno is a madman. Like, if you he can literally do rubbish the whole game and give you a goal at the end or give you an assist. It's like, yes, you can't rely on him the whole game, but if I'm a manager and I know this is the kind of person he is, what am I going to do? My team is losing. Am I going to take off the person that can save my life or that has
Yes,
saved my life in numerous
yes,
occasions?
yes. I would say yes.
But don't you think it's time to like to be saying like just bear the pain for now, because the fact is you can't be playing bad. Not like I'm not like bad, but you can't be giving your all to the team and then just wait for like a 2 minutes assist
Assist,
start.
that's not sustainable.
Damn.
It's not
No,
sustainable.
I just feel based on what Tobe is saying, I think it's high time they start having
Can
conversations
I add
about.
something?
The thing is, we
I
don't have
think
a squad to do that yet. If we had a
yes, I
squad
don't.
where Bruno, we can say fuck Bruno and we are winning games, we can't do that. How many games
But
have we
Yes,
that's
won without Bruno?
is
I'm
is
sure that we
is,
can't
is,
do
is
that.
it because Amorim is not that manager to take that decision, or the board itself is scared? No, not really,
No, I
because
don't
the
think
board
it's a,
will
I don't think it's a
the board
board
will take
thing.
the money.
I don't think it's a board thing. Like if they wanted to get rid of him, it's Amarim that literally talked. Bruno was ready to go. He said, "Either anyone just tell me I'm ready to go." But Amarim is the one that said, "Oh boy, I can't do without you." Like there's a reason why, and I get the defeatist thing, and I won't say he's defeatist because Bruno still tries no matter what. But the way he reacts when things happen can definitely affect the team, especially when that's your team captain. That part I
I mean,
don't like.
yeah, it's,
Like,
it's, it's
if
not
it
a
was
leader for
me,
me.
I would definitely, I wouldn't have given him that captain band. Like, it's just that he's the highest producer, and we don't really have that many leaders in the squad. And then we took it off Maguire. So I understand all the nuances that happen around there. But Bruno personally won't be my captain.
but I don't think Man U has a player that can play that midfield and actually control the tempo of games. I've not. I think Bruno might be the best at it, and I don't think he's great at it. I don't know if Mino is the kind of midfielder who will come and actually dictate what happens in midfield. Like when he gets to step up the pace.
I won't lie. I actually saw games where Mino did under Ten Hag. Not every time, but I saw a few games that Mino did that. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to throw that question again off for everybody. If push comes to shove and Mino leaves in January, will you guys be content with that? To be Unamdi.
I
I'm
would be
on
content
leave
with
on
that.
loan, no. Don't leave
I think
permanently.
it's
That boy is a
like
baller.
I don't know. I don't like see, Manu needs to remember that he's 20 years old. Like I remember when the
Yeah,
season
fair.
started and there was just rumors of he wants to play at the next World Cup. I'm like, bro, you're 20 years old. The next World Cup is gonna be 24. Can you
No.
relax?
See.
Like,
I
can you
But
can
understand
you relax?
fighting
the
for
game is changing. The game is
no, I
changing. The
understand
game is
fighting for the
changing.
level of talent you believe yourself to be. Like he's played in high pressure games for England. Like he knows he has the talent. Like if I was him too, I'll be like, like I'm not saying oh bench Bruno for me, oh, but let me go actually play ball somewhere else. The World Cup is coming. I know I can make the squad. And the only reason I can't make the squad is because you're not letting me play. Like I completely agree with him. To be honest, if I was Man U, I would loan out Meno only if I can buy a midfielder or loan a midfielder.
And I agree with you because, mind you, this guy was starting in, I think, the last Euros for England,
Euro final.
right? Yeah, this guy was.
I don't think we're starting. No.
He
Was he
started in the
starting?
Euros
Oh,
final.
but
He started the
I
game.
look him up.
I'll be surprised. I mean,
yeah,
I
let's
don't.
let's check it out. But I know it was an okay. I can boldly say it was an
I
integral
do know
part
he played. He played.
of
Wait,
that
okay.
England squad. I don't think starting is questionable, sure, but it was
I'm checking
interesting. And
now. I'm
also
checking
under
now. Yes, he started.
I think under Southgate, the one that they played in Wembley that they lost to Italy. I think that Euros, I think he actually played more games
He
in
started.
2020, Euro
He
2020.
started against Spain.
That was Euro
against
2021.
Spain.
Okay,
Yes,
so he came out and said he
yes.
started the
I'm
game.
looking at it
Oh, he
now.
started
July
against
14,
Spain.
2024. He started the game.
That means he probably played more games in that Euros then, the
Do you know what I'm
last
saying?
Euros.
Like,
But
if you
But
can play,
the thing
if you can
about
start for England in a Euros final, why wouldn't you want to be like, nah, let me
can
play
I say
ball?
something though? But
again,
England,
we've seen
England
this
was
script
in
before though.
search. England was seriously searching for a midfield at the time. I don't think he starts now with Elliot Anderson there.
Exactly. I don't think
Yeah,
he
yeah.
goes
No,
from the
and
start.
I can see that. But then we are
Yeah,
only saying that because he's not having any game time.
game time. Yeah, yeah.
But we
So
have to remember, Mano is
no,
only 20 years old.
No,
Like
I
I think
agree.
it's easy
Like,
to play. It's
trust
easy
me,
to
I
play
agree.
when you know there are no expectations on you, and anything you do really is pretty good because wow, you shouldn't be playing. You
also
shouldn't be here at this
who
moment.
remembers the biggest question of mine, like we might know in England, his out of
Was
possession play.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Out of possession. That's what was criticized for England at the time, which is
no,
why he
even
started
now,
dropping him.
and you only see it in
they
sport
feel
too.
like. They feel like he doesn't cover enough ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I
And
don't
that's
think
the
he
thing
should be
about
starting for Man U. Don't get me wrong. I don't think that at all. But the thing is, we don't have like well, one, we don't have anybody else to put besides him and Ugarte. And if it's up to me, I will just drop Ugarte right now. I will cancel his contract. There's no need for him to be in Man U anymore.
I think Mino had potential to be Man U's best midfielder in years to come. So I don't think they
Yeah,
should be
I
anywhere
would
near.
loan him. I would loan him, but I would have to get a player in.
but
Because
that's
what
what goes
happens
back
if
to my
Bruno
point.
gets injured?
That's one thing I don't like. I hope he gets injured because you cannot tell me you cannot just leave the match. Just leave the
But
match,
see,
bro.
let me, I
I'm
get what you're
bad.
saying. But looking at Bruno's track record, that nigga doesn't get injured at all.
Yeah, I don't like that drives me nuts. Like, bro, sit down. Sit down.
Like,
They won't sit him
Bruno will
down
literally
and he refuses
play
to get
the
injured.
38 games in the season and not have one injury.
Bro, clean, healthy,
Did you not
and he
see
will,
him at the Palace game
and guess
holding
what?
his
Tunamdi,
hamstring?
he will not play
And he played the next
again
game.
And he
preseason.
still played against
He will-
West. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Well, we need his doctors or his physical like med guys for Arsenal, man. Honestly,
Arsenal needs his whoever is his physio. Because Bruno know they
his
injure.
physio, man.
When you say
He doesn't get
you
injured.
can, if I'm telling you, all the managers, if they write like their lineup for the whole season, they just put Bruno's name every game and then they figure out the rest later.
And that's why I'm saying that like you have to kind of like force the team to start being playing without Bruno. I think sometimes they get so comfortable waiting
Look
for
at
Bruno
how
to
bad we
take
are
over
playing. This is not the time to
that
force
it's like
play without him.
so
Like,
funny. I do think that perspective does need to be had with how bad we are playing. At the end of the day, this stage this season, if we win tomorrow's game, we are 6 points better than we were last
we're
season when
sixth.
things fell apart.
Well,
That was when
I
we
know, we're
sacked.
sixth position.
I have a
No,
hot
not
take.
yeah, we are 6 points better. We've scored more goals. Granted, we've conceded a lot more goals. So I think our midfield and our wing backs are not really connected yet because it's a personnel issue. But I don't think we're necessarily playing badly. I think we are going through the struggles of a team trying to understand a certain system. And
Wait,
there
but
has to be room for the team to
West
go
Ham,
through that.
guy, West
No,
Ham,
this is the same West Ham
West
that
Ham,
went to Brighton right now and drew 1-1, by the way.
West West Ham.
Yeah, they drew 1-1 today with Brighton. This is still a pretty decent team. But I would say that about the United game with West Ham, what pissed me off the most was that I saw United actively drop their intensity the moment they went 1-0 up.
and that happens in games.
And that's the
That
thing with
happens
it.
in games.
It
That's what I say.
happens in
Like,
so many
is
games.
I don't even think it's a tactics issue, bro. Like, I even think they won't understand it. I think the biggest issue is how do we maintain the intensity for the whole game. We're too sporty, and I don't think Amorim has figured out how to do it. Or like what I don't know what's wrong with their mindset. Like you will see some games, they will start out with so much intensity first half, second half, boom. Or they'll start at first, look at that Crystal Palace game. First half, no intensity. Second half, oh yeah, let's turn it up. It's like,
Wait, guys. So
why
okay,
can't you like does your brain off? Like after a certain point, like why can't you just do the same thing throughout the whole game? Like
And
I
you know,
don't
that's quite
understand that.
common. That's quite common with teams going through transitions. Liverpool had the same story during their 16-17, their period, that early period of club, was like they would almost blow teams away in like the first half. Like the intensity would be crazy. And then they just drop off. That's something that has to get learned. And with the more additions we bring, that will get out of the team. That's why I'm asking guys to like, you need to just give this thing time. The team that will end up being great, most of these players will not be here.
I agree
So
on
with
that. A lot of
time,
them. If
we'll
they say
get to
now they
that
start
point.
selling,
I
I'd
actually have a
already know
hot
where to
take.
start from.
I understand the whole transition thing, but I mean, West Ham is going through whatever, probably even worse than Man U right now. Wolves is probably in a worse situation than Man U right now.
If we can't beat Wolves tomorrow, Chineke.
That's I was going to say if you guys
Me,
draw,
I'm
you
telling
guys do
you,
to
I
West
don't
Ham.
think we'll win that game.
You guys draw or lose to
I'm
Wolves. I
telling you,
think
I don't
there will
think
be
we'll
waiting.
win tomorrow's game. I'm saying it right now. So when you see it, just know I said it. I don't think
I think
we're
we win
winning
And
that
if
tomorrow.
you
game.
guys don't, if you guys can't beat Wolves, I
It
personally
can't be that bad, Unamdi.
think
Wolves, come on now.
things you will have
We
to question the
literally lost
manager.
to Grimsby. What are you saying?
Then again, though, Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football. Monday
It
Night
doesn't
Football is
matter.
different. I will say
It
Like,
again.
doesn't matter.
we
This
are
is
not.
Wolves.
Away,
I
I'm
tell
all
you,
in
I
you. Monday
don't
Night
think we
Football.
are going to win that game. Let me tell you, Man U has, as much as you say we're unpredictable, we are actually relatively predictable. The games you expect us to win, we don't win it. Like,
Is this
that's
in Old
almost
Trafford?
for certain. Eh?
Is it at home, Old Trafford,
Let me see. Let me check.
or is it Molino Stadium? They call it. What's the
Nah,
place
it's
called
at their
again?
home. It's at
Molino.
Molino Stadium.
But
Molino Stadium.
Namdi, I
Okay.
would say it's like the problem at United feels almost systemic because I feel like we have these same conversations since Ten Hag, since Ole, since
We've
Mourinho,
had it. Yeah,
since
that's what I'm
Van Gaal.
saying. It's
It
we need
feels
a
like
manager.
no matter the players, no matter the manager, we are going through the same issue. Like I remember when we beat City 3-2 in 17-18, and we went to Etihad and beat them 3-2. We came back 2-0 down. And then we
18. What do you
went
mean
the
17,
next
18?
game week, 17-18 now, that 17-18 season, where we beat City
Oh,
3-2. Pogba
sorry.
scored
I thought you
late.
said the year 17, 18. I said, oh, man, I'll not be fan for that long. Okay. Okay, yeah, okay,
But
that
no,
makes sense. Yeah.
we beat them that game week. And then the next game week, we went to West Brom at home. We lost 1-0. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
then this the
the man,
24 match
the
unbeaten run that we
manager
had in 2016-17.
is
Like it's so much of the same stuff. That's why I know that it's not necessarily a managerial issue.
is
It's
a
so much
is
of
a
the
man
same stuff that
management
is happening.
issue. I would say like whoever succeeds as Man U has to be a superior man manager. That is what I think it is. I don't even think it's tactics. I don't think it's
See,
anything else.
you
I
guys
think
say
whichever
no
manager
tactical
ends up
issues.
succeeding at Man U, their strongest skill has to be man management because it's getting them to basically do the same thing week in, week out. Like I'm telling you now, look at the strict Aston Villa. Let me tell you what I feel like. We will draw or lose tomorrow, and then we'll go and play Aston Villa, and then we'll either draw or beat them. How?
Do you know why? I think I know how. Because you said there are no tactical issues at all, yeah. But for some reason, you guys seem to always know how to play in transition when you guys are the underdog. When teams are actually pressing and attacking you guys, and you guys have to can sit back and counter. I've seen it happen several times, even with Ten Hag. But for some reason, both Ten Hag and Amorim are still struggling to break down low blocks. Like when teams actually wait
Sit back.
and let Man U have the ball. Yes. So till now, this is across almost three managers. You guys still struggle to break low blocks.
Yeah. I think
Why is that? Why is that happening though? Why are you guys struggling this low block team? You guys have teams. You guys have players that can unlock defense with Kunya, Mbeumo, and
And Ahmad is a dribbler
sadly,
for
but yeah,
real.
Amad also. Why are you guys struggling? Is it a management thing again, or just the tactics or the system not
I
just working right against
I
big
think it's
teams?
a
with Amorim breaking down low block, I think he hasn't figured it out yet. Or how to make this team even like beat low blocks. I think that one legitimately is a tactical issue. Um, as far as like
I think it's a Bruno
the
issue.
eh?
I think it's a Bruno issue too.
For breaking
I
down low
think Bruno
blocks.
I think Bruno is a transition creator. I don't think he's really the type to like find like that kind of like small space
Quick pass, splitting pass.
that deep. Yeah,
Nah,
he's more of
notice
a
that when Bruno
Like
plays
like
under
Adam
control,
Watson.
we're
because
actually
he's
a
playing
much
further
better team.
back. He's playing like. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's because he's playing further back. If you literally have Bruno, I mean, okay, now in this current formation, it's going to happen. But if you literally had Bruno as an AM, against a low block team, Bruno be doing some silky passes. Like, what are we
You
talking
can shoot.
about?
You can shoot.
That's what you think though. Like you think that that's what's going to happen just because
No,
you're
no,
like,
no. As an
oh well, look
AM,
at what he's doing playing this
without
game.
having the reason Bruno does bombs ball a
That boy's
lot.
watch is fake. His watch is fake. I really believe his watch is fake. His watch is fake. I don't see it. Like again, if he was that good, Amorim would not go out and get the people he got this summer. If he really
You
believed in
see,
Bruno that
see what
much.
I think though. Cunha and Mbuemo, I think they're the kind of players because of how they carry the ball and everything that are more likely to break down low blocks in the sense because of their dribbling ability and their ball carrying skills.
Yeah.
But I find Bruno more dangerous when the attacking team is high up because that boy can pick a long pass. But when they are sat deep, the most he can do is mostly whipping crosses. I won't really see. That's not why I try to explain to Arsenal fans about Eze and Odegaard, where they are different. I think Eze is also like kind of like Bruno as well. They can both shoot. Where they are danger at low blocks is if you give them space to shoot. But Odegaard and someone like De Bruyne are better at like unlocking tight, compact defenses that are deep.
Yeah,
That's what I've
that's a
sort of
great point.
noticed.
I don't think Bruno's good
I
enough
can
to.
see that. But yeah, another thing again, I'll say that Amorim is that's why he always talks about characteristics in the team, you know. So like that's why I say I feel like there's room for someone like Bruno's characteristics as an AM. Like it might not be like what against maybe low block teams. Okay, maybe you be like, okay, this boy sit down this game, but I still feel like he has the characteristics to still be an AM for United. United's issues are more he play, but the major thing I think is just like there's not enough application, and I don't know what they do in training because like he will stay the team he sees in training is not what's coming on the pitch. So like that's like what is that disconnect that goes from training to pitch? Like why are they not doing the same thing they do in training on the pitch? Again, the reason why I think we have even been inconsistent again is that international break. I think was a big thing. You had started to find some rhythm. International break comes, boom, interrupts them. Now they forget how to play ball again. Like, so I feel like we will catch a little bit of form after AFCON, after a lot of this. When I think next international break is like what, March or something. So like when we have that
Yeah.
time
Yeah,
to have
March. Yeah.
games to keep going, then I think we will get we'll catch a little rhythm there. And that's why I feel like we need there's no excuse. Like I don't care who injures on that. If we don't make top eight, except the only person I care about is our goalkeeper. If Lames gets injured, then I would actually okay, the season is in dumps. But like if not, I see no reason. We have to make top eight. Like I'm not even giving you a high
Defense though.
eh? Defense. We have enough
What about the
I
rotation.
defense?
I actually
I actually do love our defense though. I think personnel wise and you know characteristics like he said, I like our defense. I really do think that the only reason why we concede so many goals again is really just because our midfield is so disorganized.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Like I think even buying one midfielder that fits the system would
Yeah.
dramatically change
Literally,
how good that
just
is defensively.
at least one. Like both of them are not
Uh,
literally Amorim's profile at all. Like that is the one position where like none of them fit profile, and it is a glaring weakness in his formation if they don't fit the profile, because there's no good enough substitute. Because yes, with that formation, you need two all action midfielders that really understand what they are supposed to be doing, where they are supposed to be, and have such high intensity that doesn't drop off during the game. Like
mhm.
this is the Premier League. It's physical, it's fast. You need equally as physical and fast players. Like there's no like now imagine if we
Okay.
had someone like Caicedo and Rice there. The way I'll be talking about challenging for Premier League with my chest. But we don't have
relax,
anybody
relax,
close.
relax on them. The bitches were hosting. Relax.
I know I, it's free. So I say to
Okay,
Beko.
to your question,
Yeah.
To your question about the low block, I think it's a confidence issue. I think there was something that over the Everton game and then the West Ham game that I noticed was that like Euro was playing as our right CB, and a lot of his passes were very much sideways, 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 sideways.
Okay.
And then during the West Ham game, Mazraoui entered that right CB position, and he was really trying to force feed Mbuemo those balls in between the lines, in between their CB, like like Amad is on this side, and then Mbuemo
Yeah.
comes off this side, so he's trying to like get it in there. Whether that's a long or whether when they have them on the low block, he plays it through. So I really do think that it's a confidence issue for these guys. They don't want to make
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I
He's
think
come out and said that too.
okay.
even when it comes down to why they drop their intensity so much. I think because Amorim mentioned it as well during the after the Fulham game. When they go 1-0 up, they just want to protect it and be like, let's not mess this up so that this guy's not come for us again or after this. So I still feel like there's an element of
For
these
real.
guys are just afraid.
In the Premier League, that's funny to have
They're
that
afraid.
mentality.
It's so funny, but it's like it feels like they know what's coming if they don't win the game.
See,
So
let me
when
not
they go
lie to
one
you.
up,
The
they try, they
pressure of
just have to.
United is crazy, man. Like that's one thing that I
It's
don't
insane.
think any other team in the league can genuinely like say they have. Like the pressure of United,
I
especially
will. I
having
will. I will even lie to you. Namdi, I will have to cut you off here because you just made a point. I don't want to miss that point.
sorry, what
And
is
when
it?
you said the pressure of Manchester United, I just hinted earlier that. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
I just hinted about the fact that United is a big club, and I don't think the ex-players that have played the legends like Robbie Keane, Wayne Rooney, Edwin, Ferdinand,
You
all
know,
those guys. I feel like they need because when you look at Chelsea, we've seen Claude Makelele coming to do one or two coaching at the team, not like the first team, but that presence is there. John Terry still has that presence there. Czech just left some years back. So they're still seeing that what it means to wear the badge, to wear the United badge. Not the fact that now we're seeing, Roy Keane is here attacking the players, attacking the system, attacking the manager. Gary Neville is saying one thing. I've not heard about Van der Sar, about the team. Solskjaer, some people like it, some people don't like him. I just feel like if we agree that United have a big problem, everybody has to play a part in this. The fans, the board, the owners, the players, and also the ex legions needs to come together. I don't know. Just sometimes presence is a morale booster. You understand? It's just like when you're a college student, you don't have money. When your dad comes and see you, you're just happy that dad is here to give me money. You understand? That presence is a morale booster. But we have like two more questions to wrap up this episode, and I'm
Yeah.
going to start with a quick fire question. We've seen that based on hearing what Toby and Namdi is saying, but you know that they spoke about man management here. I won't give you guys. I will drop my answer, but don't use. But you can't use my answer. The best man management coach we've seen in the world of football is currently Carlo Ancelotti. Yeah. No, if Amarim is found wanting, what is that coach you want? You will read that. Yes, let's get right now. Even if he has a club right now, but just that coach. But you can't mention Ancelotti. I got the guy thinking, guys.
Uh
Klopp,
me, I think Xavi.
Klopp.
Hmm.
I would hunt Klopp down.
you think Klopp will go to Man U
He
though?
would not go, but
Klopp
I would
can
try.
never come to
I would
United,
try.
bro.
I would
Mm-mm.
try.
Nah, a Liverpool legend. Nah, that's not
Ain't no
realistic.
I
way.
I
love that
think
guy so
Ain't
much.
no
I
Xavi.
way.
was so disappointed when he rejected us.
But that's a good
He
but
played
that's
the
a good
team.
answer though. I just like yeah. If there's
I
anyone
love him
that
so
can come
much.
and perform a
No,
miracle in
me
this
too. I've thought
United
about
team
Klopp, but
and get them back to where they should be, it is club.
yeah,
I
I
think it's
agree,
more
but
from
it's
a. I'm not even
unrealistic.
looking
It's too
for
unrealistic.
any team short term.
You know someone that will be very, very toxic in Man U? Tuchel.
Yeah,
But there
but
was an
Tuchel is
approach
so
though.
short term though.
There was
Tuchel is very much
I
he can
heard that there
get you
was an
there
approach
now,
for Tuchel
but
though.
he will fade away.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they'll be an approach. He's one of the best managers in the world. But I guarantee you, he'll go there and there will be fire.
No, there will definitely be fire. But
No man,
I will say
I've
this
never
too.
seen him. I've not seen him go anywhere and not fight. He's fighting in England now. He fought in Bayern. He fought Chelsea. He fought in PSG. There's
There's
no
no
way.
I will say this though.
if there's anyone that
I
talk
trust
about Tuchel, it
Ineos.
starts with me. No, keep going.
Oh yeah,
Go
he
go
did
to
give you
me.
guys a Champions League. Yeah. I trust our like I really like Ineos. Like I really, really like they give me a sense of like we are actually making decisions. We're not just going off of like how Ed Woodward and Blazers when they had control really felt. It felt so chaotic. So I know that whoever they end up bringing, I know they really took time to make that decision. So I'm not sure who is available that we can get, but I do know that if they end up bringing anybody, I can trust who they bring because I do think that they have that stability that I've been
They
looking for.
they didn't they have Southgate on their list.
But yeah, that was
Underrated.
I feel like a lot of it
I'm
is
glad
rumor,
that
man.
I think the guy that mentioned Southgate got fired, Ashworth. The Ashworth
Oh, really?
got fired. I was like, yeah,
Oh,
that's what
yes,
you get.
true.
You know
Yes,
that's the best
they
Yeah, he
fired him,
got
Indian
fired.
man.
manager.
What kind of
You
nonsense
Yeah,
is
they
know,
that?
fired him after we
Southgate is the
waited
best
1 year
Indian
for
manager.
him. Oh.
Yeah,
So
he
why
fired
does he
him.
keep?
That guy's not good. He reminds me of Ole. No
But wait,
identity. He just
No,
wait,
yeah,
you
just
guys,
just
bro.
steady
Ole,
ship. Like, yeah, I get what you're saying. Quick
Ole is a
just
man
question:
vibes,
manager. Oh.
using players'
Ole is a
characteristics.
man manager.
Are the Glazers still collect having like a share percentage at United?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they
Oh
are.
yeah.
They
They are
just don't have full
majority
control.
So
owners.
is
You know,
so is
but they have
Ineos,
shares.
Jim Ratcliffe, and also Glazers on the other side doing okay, fair. But they won't let you guys go then. Alrighty, guys. Before I let you guys go, final question. So, what do you guys think? What's his name? Amorim needs to do this season to fix it up this season.
Oh,
What
I'll
what
let
should
Nani go
Amorim do to
first.
fix it up?
I'll let
Well,
Nani go.
I can't lie to you. I don't know
Now this
if
this
I,
man wants
I,
to go crazy right
and
now.
I think him too doesn't know.
Once you start shaking that head, just know that things are
Is
coming
he
out.
really?
Wait, I think he's
Can't
talking.
hear
No,
you now. Are you
we
talking?
can't hear
Oh,
you.
you know they hear me.
Yeah, you
Okay, yeah, hold on, let me
We
reach
can't
out.
hear you.
Nah, we need to hear you, bro. Nah, I know you. I know you've said so many things, man.
He has a lot of things to say.
That's unfortunate, man. Okay,
All
let
right,
Kobe
I
just go
can go
then.
while he's still trying to like.
Yeah.
Um, I don't I don't think he needs to change anything he's doing. I just think the players, the team, the club, they need to just go through it. I think it's one of those things where it's like it's painful now and it feels like the only way you want to stop the pain and just get rid of it and then try again. But it's time for you to go past that pain point
Sorry, I had to
and get to
rejoin.
that other side. So I don't necessarily think he needs to change anything. I think as the season goes, it will get clearer, it will get better. But and that's the thing I didn't like about him that I ended up not backing him anymore. He changed.
Mm.
He became no longer about trying to get somewhere. It's more like I want 2 trophies or seeds. That's why people say I don't care about that right now. Can you get us like Arsenal? Can you get us stable where it's like week in, week out? I know what we're going to do almost every week. Like that kind of
Mm.
roboticness, that kind of like with Man City with Liverpool is like that's what I'm looking for. I'm tired of just finishing second one time, then finishing fourth, then finishing fifth. I want to be even if I'm not first, second, third, second, first one. I just be good consistently, and I think he can do that with this team as long
So you
as he
think that
keeps doing
that's
what he's doing.
So you think that's like a pregnancy kind of success whereby you endure the pain and then after a while the baby comes
Yes,
out. So you're saying so the pain right now. So because I was thinking, if this inconsistency keeps on continuing with the amount with the players you have, at the point just let's be pragmatic for a minute. I was thinking that's what you would say. Let's just play our pragmatic football, 4-3-3, wing football, get me my 1-0, for to build up that
Huh.
confidence. But if you
Yeah,
say
I
that's what
won't
Ten
bail
Hag
this team
did.
out.
Is it
I won't bail
Amorim you
this
are
team
telling
out.
that?
I think he's bailed this team
Amorim,
out. They need to get
Amorim
paid.
would rather die.
I mean, we've seen that before, though. So, Ten Hag at some point shifted from his philosophy to focus on getting results.
Yeah,
So at some point, you give them one result, and they were like, okay, something might change. Then next week they'll go back to what they are doing again. The
and
minute, the minute he went
it's
for
these players I
Casemiro,
know. I know these players. I'm not giving them the outs.
Hmm.
well, Namdi, what about you?
To be honest, like what I was trying to say is that I don't know what he can do because I'm sure he's thinking of he's doing his best. I am sure he's doing everything he thinks he can do, and it's just not happening. Like without personnel changes, man, I
Well,
think
for at the
I
back.
expect more consistency towards the end of the season. And if I don't see that, that's when I start to feel like maybe he's not the right man. Like those are like two things that I'm looking out for. Because like I'm like, okay, it's a new system. You really need time to play ball and really get into the system. Like you do. So I expect like some things now, like okay, you can forget, oh, you are supposed to be in certain like from how he describes his tactics, in certain situations, you act a certain way. So it's not every game you have those situations happen. But over the span of 20 games, 25 games, almost every scenario that you've planned for should have happened multiple times. That at that point in time, the players should know this is how I should play. So I expect us to get stronger towards the end of the season, which is why I can allow all this falling and all this nonsense happening right now. That's totally fine with me. But I do not expect less than 8th position. I don't care what the fuck happens. I don't want to hear any story.
Wait, actually, okay. Before we close out, actually, I did have one question. But besides the formation that you guys play, so what is the identity of Amorim's football? Like, are you a heavy possession team or intense attacking forward runs, wing play? You guys, I know he has wing back, so I'm guessing it's supposed to be like heavy wing play. Is that
Yeah.
it? And try to like press teams heavily. That's kind of what I expect to see from his teams for the most part, based on Sporting Lisbon. Sha. But I don't think I've seen that enough at all. Barely, actually. I don't think
That's a good point, and I think it does go back to again the personnel thing. I do think that like there are times where, especially when you watch people like Dogu, you watch people like Ahmad, and it's like, especially with Ahmad. Ahmad is exciting, but he's not a right wing back, so there are certain things he can't do yet. My brother was stressing to me the other day how important it is that Ahmad should be right-footed on the right side, especially with Mbuemo. You know that Mbuemo is also left-footed. Like those little things change how the team plays. So it's like for me, I do still think that his identity is still what he was in Sporting. He just needs the exact personnel to actually go through with it, and with time, that will happen. He just needs time to go get the guys that he needs to get.
Yeah,
All
and
right,
I
guys.
agree. Yeah. My only thing
Okay.
is for him to get there, he needs to show me small progress. If you're not making any progress, forget this your project or all these ideas you are telling me. Go somewhere else, you find another person. But sorry, let me stop. Thank you guys for watching us. Tomorrow, watch us either draw or lose against Wolves.
We'll see what
No,
happens
They,
no,
I'm
tomorrow.
Nami,
telling you,
don't go.
Wolves go
Nami,
collect point
don't go
for our
yet.
hand.
Before I let you go, and let it be a quick word. Prediction tomorrow. Just no, Anna, just prediction for tomorrow's game.
2-1 Wolves.
2-0 Man United.
Who is gonna win?
I said 2-1 Wolves.
I want to be sure if I had that correctly. Oh, wow. Okay, Toby, let me know.
You know, actually, 2-1 Man United because I know we're going to concede. So 2-1 Man
Fair
United.
enough. I hope you've been able to let out your own frustration right now for a minute for United to be,
Unless they
because
give
I
me a fresh one tomorrow, but yeah, I think for right now,
think.
yeah, this was good.
All right,
all
this
right,
is
guys.
Soccer Takes with AK, our Manu special episode. We're gonna post the link towards the full video. Beats by Beats will be dropping as we go during the course of time right now. I have five aside on here also. Thank you Toby, thank you Namdi. Any final takes? If not, I think that's it.
Yeah, I'm good. That's it.
Good.
All right, man. Thank you guys.
All
Bruno
right.
should not be on this
Oh.
team. That's my final hot take.
No Bruno.
I am no Bruno.
Hey man,
All right, man.
follow the
Yeah.
page Five Aside on all social media platforms. Follow the page also Soccer Takes with AK on all social media platforms. We have more contents coming in, way more ideas coming in. Like it's getting bigger, guys. So yeah, more to come.
And
Thank you. If it's
also,
soccer, we
make sure you
definitely.
turn on your notifications. Make sure you turn on your notifications, not just subscribe. Because I see guys subscribing, but they don't be watching it enough. So turn on your notification, guys.
All
All
right,
right,
now
man.
signing out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys. No, that was a nice one, man.
Come on. We the top one inside. All day. 5 aside. Go 5 aside. Woo!